Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks, and today I have a correlated, let's go, four-man slip for you for Friday. This is going to be July 12th, and I am back. I have returned from Europe. I was there for about 2.5 weeks, or I guess like 17 days. Traveled to France to start the trip, went to Denmark, Copenhagen. That place was amazing, and then went over to Germany and went to three different of the Euro games in Germany. So that was a complete blast. I have returned. I'm back. I'm locked in. I'm locking in for the second half of 2024. I have no vacation days left for my job, so you will be seeing a lot more of me on YouTube now. And I have been posting plays over the past like 2 or 3 days, but my sleep schedule's just been so messed up. Tuesday night, I got back on Monday. Tuesday night, I took a nap after work because, you know, when you're off work for 2 weeks, you got a ton of emails to get to, had a ton of emails, took a nap at 5 p.m., woke up at midnight. I slept 7 hours, and then I had to, I think I ended up falling asleep again at like 2 a.m., woke up at 7 a.m. or something like that. But sleep schedules has been completely messed up, and so I haven't really been in the mood to come on here and make videos, but I have been on the Winnable doing plays on there. So, had a good time. Now we're getting back to work here, trying to get back into the groove, especially with the weekend coming along, and then NFL season's going to be amazing. But here was a slip that I ended up giving on our MVP on the Winnable. Here's the slip that I gave out. This is a four-man play, correlated League of Legends, and I had two MLB slips on top of that. So $50 to win $450. I did end up, this was on Wednesday night, so I didn't watch these, but I did see that these were, you know, in the green. And then the League of Legends play, obviously these are correlated, right? I talk about League of Legends all the time. I play a lot of League of Legends, been playing it for, 12 years of my life. And this game right here was completely a shit show. And that's exactly what we wanted. If you were to go back on all 10 of these guys, I bet you every single one hit their more on their kill total, right? This was 27 to 25, back and forth. These guys were playing like idiots. They're stupid, dumb, getting killed, getting a bunch of kills. It was just a sloppy match, and because of that, all the guys went positive, right? So I talk about it all the time, correlated bets. Like I said, if you lined up every single player from both teams, I bet you like almost 100% chance that all of them went above their kill totals. So we did end up hitting that. I did a four-man play on this, and then the play later on is a four-man play as well. I'm trying to avoid the payout shifts when it comes to, these League of Legends correlated Counter-Strike plays, stuff like that. And you can see here, this was a little bit payout shifted. This was a 9x instead of a 10x, but I'm trying to find ways to avoid it because PrizePicks is picking up on this stuff. They're picking up on it. There was a time where I was getting like 7x, and I don't know if I love that too much, but I'm still trying to maneuver ways to where I can kind of avoid those payout shifts. So I ended up doing a four-man play on this, just complete four-man power play, all in, and ended up hitting. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, you're going to see different. I feel like a lot of different, plays coming from my end. You might see some four-mans. You might see some five. I want to do five. Five is kind of the comfort zone that I really like. But if I see a huge payout shift on the five-man, you might see me doing a four-man. So I wanted to explain that just a little bit. So here's our Real Friends community. We are killing it right now on Real Friends. So me and Miles, we started this Real Friends and Football channel 2.5 years ago. And so this channel right now is at 34.5 thousand subscribers, and we're doing really good over there. Miles is consistently making videos on that channel, and football season is going to start cranking up. We're going to be posting a ton of content, getting daily videos out on there. We have a TikTok, we have a Twitter, we have Instagram, all that kind of good stuff. And so after the Super Bowl, football kind of a dead zone area, so we decided to start a new channel called RFF Picks, and gambling has been a huge passion of mine. It makes football even a lot more fun to watch. If you have a bet, even if it's like a $5 bet, it just makes the game insanely more fun just to watch. It's kind of like, fantasy football. Fantasy football is the same way, to where if you got players out there, you're more obligated to watch the games and get in tune with it. So I've been gambling for, once again, also about 10, 12 years of my life as well. Over the past 3 years, I got a lot better at gambling. I got a lot better. COVID hit, working from home, watching a lot of YouTube videos, kind of stuff like that, trying to learn, get better. Right here, 2021, this was on the NBA Eastern Conference Finals when the Nets lost to the Bucks. The Bucks end up winning. That's when Harden got hurt. That's when Kevin Durant had his foot over the line. Kyrie got hurt, all this kind of stuff, all this crazy shit. And instead of blaming the players, I decided to blame myself. How do I become a better gambler? How do I become a profitable gambler? So I learned about EV betting, I learned about correlated betting, and I learned about villain gambling. So that's another thing I like to talk about all the time is you want to be against the grain. You want to be on the same side as the sportsbook. So, if there's a big bet, all these people have all their money on this other team, you want to be what the sportsbooks want to be, because think about it. The sportsbooks are the ones that are winning all the money. Think about Vegas. They have all the lights, the shining lights, and all this money and all this kind of stuff. And so we want to be on the sportsbook side. We want to do the disgusting bets that no one wants to do, right? The ugly type thing. With Caitlin Clark, most of the time I'm fading Caitlin Clark because Caitlin Clark's fun. She's cool. It's awesome. It's a good time. I bet the under sometimes. I bet the under. I bet against her. All this kind of stuff. So it's a feel bad thing. Another thing, part of villain gambling as well, is I'll bet against my team. Cowboys, I'm a huge Cowboys fan. I'm a huge Texas Longhorns fan. I will bet against that team if I feel like there's an edge. That's part of the things that we do around here. We're here to make money. We do not bet off emotion. We bet off of our brains, right? So here's our winnable. Like I said, on the first slide over there, this was an MVP plan. Most of the time I try to give out good plays, or they're equal plays, right? The free plan and the MVP plan, they're always going to be really good plays. I'm not going to sway one or the other, but obviously I have more people following the free plan, so it's a lot better when the free plan wins. But this is one where we had the MVP plan win. So the free plan is going to be everything from YouTube. Taco Tuesdays are going to go on the free plan. Dude, what's PrizePicks doing, man? They freaking limited me from $25 to $5 on the tacos. I think it's happened to a lot of people out there. I don't know if it's everybody, but a lot of people got hit with the $5 Taco Tuesdays. So that's just completely unfortunate because I made so much money off of those Taco Tuesdays, and screw this PrizePicks crap. But anyways, free plan, that's going to be, our YouTube plays, the Taco Tuesdays, that kind of stuff. MVP plan is going to be every single one of our plays. So any bet that I make personally, I think since starting this YouTube channel, I'm up like $4,000, right? And even from the day that I started the channel, I think I'm way better than I even was then. And I talked about it earlier in the other slide, right? To where I've been gambling for, 12 years of my life. Over the past 3 years, I got a lot better. Me now and me starting this channel, I even feel even better than then. And I'm being completely honest when I say something like that. And so if you want to sign up for the MVP plan completely free, then type in code RFF and you get a free month. Try it out. Give us a try. If you don't like it, feel free to cancel. A lot of people end up doing it and they cancel. That's completely fine. I understand 150 is a big, amount of money to put out there. But I feel if you start winning money off of our plays, our free plan, all that kind of stuff, we've been really hot over the past month or a couple months at least. And so we want to try to prove ourselves, right? So I understand if you don't want to put that lump sum of money into the monthly plan. So finally, here is going to be the play, right? I talked about it earlier in the video. Once again, the League of Legends plays, the correlated plays are super good, right? So if this team right here, Scorth and Hyrit, if the top laner and the bot laner, if their team ends up winning or not even winning, but just being competitive throughout the match, it's very likely that every single player on the team is going to go over there, or not very likely, but it's pretty likely that they are going to get a lot of kills also, right? Because League of Legends is a very team-oriented game, and it's a very snowbally game as well. So if you see the whole team, like I said, either winning the game or at least competing, going back and forth, then there's going to be kills all over the place. And I talked about it earlier in the video to where that game went exactly in the game script that we wanted. It was 25 kills to 27 kills, bloodbath of a game, 52 kills. I feel like every time I hit the less on a lot of these, it doesn't go well either. So I've been trying to really pick it up on the mores, and I talked about villain gambling to where most of the time I am going to hit the unders. But when it comes to League of Legends, all these guys, they're just very sloppy within the games, and when it's sloppy, and it's not like a Korean team to where they're very calculated with all the moves that they make, the games can just get blown out of proportion, and it's just ridiculous. And so we're going to go more on both of these guys together. So we're going to go more here, and then we're going to go Danny Olmo. So he's hit this line, I think, 4 of the last 5 games. This is going to be the final game, Spain versus England on Sunday. So hopefully we're going to have both of these hit or all these hit on Friday, and then we're going to have just one guy left right here to hit his over on shots on target, which I think is a low line. I feel like he's very likely to hit that line at only 0.5 targets and being like one of the main guys that will be shooting the ball. So I really like this play. And then we're gonna go under on Reed Shepherd. So underdog right now is showing his line at 13.5. So the ability to get on a one more point basis is really strong, especially when it comes to basketball, to where he could have 7 shots and he's going to hit 14 points rather than 15, right? So getting this at 14.5 is really good. He is the third overall pick when it comes to the NBA draft. But a lot of times I feel when it comes to these big hype, we saw it in Bronny James as well, to where PrizePicks had his line at like 7.5, and he only ended up getting like 2 or 4 points. So all these guys, I feel betting the under on something like that is definitely a lot better. So that's going to be the play. We're going to go power play, 4-man play, 50 to win 500, all across the board. We're going all in on this, and that's going to be the play. Like I said, if I added one more player on this, they were going to payout shift us, but for some reason, on the 4-man, they're not going to pay out shift. So I don't really understand that, but it is what it is. Best of luck to y'all out there. I'm going to be trying to do a lot better getting in a groove. Like I said, I've had a super busy first half of 2024. I've been all over the place, traveling, all this kind of stuff, weddings, bachelor parties, all that. And so it's been chaotic, but I'm hoping to try to just get into more of a routine and get these videos out to y'all. So this is going to be the play. Best of luck. I will be on the Winnable posting plays as well. And I will see y'all tomorrow.